Light Stadium in Miami. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Miami Dolphins. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Oh, it shifts past him. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
Play action, now it's Tua. He'll try to pick it up himself. He'll dump this off to Achane. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
3rd and short, and they decided not to run for it, and he's able to escape the pressure, finds a clear throwing lane outside the pocket, gets the completion, and picks up the 1st down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
22 yards. That's another Dolphins 1st down.
Off the play action, Tagovailoa. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Ready.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On play action, here's Tua. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
Makes it 3rd and 6.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
All right. Ready, team.
Tua sets up to pass it. He'll try and do this himself. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 18. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a toss right side. HM with it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Taken down at the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the toss, here's HM. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a 1st down.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. All that for a 2-yard gain. 2nd down. And they'll go on the ground. And that won't work out for big yardage, but a decent gain there on the trickeration. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Good.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
All right, come on. Ready, team. Turbo 1. Ready, shot.
They'll go. HM. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Devon HM taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Like 20.
Goff now looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibbs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, 58 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shout along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 74 yards. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point try now for Patterson. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Lions 7.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. Ooh, with a juke. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw is Goff. He's going to take another shot here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. For the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Actually winds up getting 8 there.
Brings up second and a yard.
Goff. That's complete to the Porter. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When you get into the second half of the tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary. And
he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Dolphins 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
All right, let's go. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
That's another Dolphins first down.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
Ready. 18. Hey, turbo 2. Turbo 2. Turbo 2. 21G.
Here's Tua. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
20, TX.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and do this. Touchdown! Tua finding his old Alabama teammate, Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And down to 44, 5 yards that time.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
180! Average wall! Well.
Back to throw, Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 35.
Gibbs straight ahead. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
Now 2nd and 4.
180! 5.
Out of the gun, Goff.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Brings up third down and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's gone. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
First and goal.
Here's first and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Again, it's Gibbs. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let him know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Here we go. The noise deafening. Fourth and goal.
Right 20. Ric Flair.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point up and through. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This is first and 10.
It's 20, TX. 20,
Throwing Tua. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Tua. Now he'll tuck this and run. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now third and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now Tua. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Here's Tua. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he had to force it there on fourth down, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. A fourth down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes it for in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. He's going to get it again, just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
Value three. Like 20.
Goff. And this pass broken up. The contact well of time there, and now fourth down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a one-touchdown game. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Tagovailoa. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Tua. He'll try and do this himself. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go. This is fourth down.
Ready. Long.
Here's Tua. That is caught, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. 5 seconds, no timeouts. Here we go. One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call.
Go ahead.
Gordon. And he's in for the touchdown with the clock reading triple zeros. And the extra point, if they hit it, will send this thing to overtime.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
Now for the all-critical extra point. He's got it. No problems there. The extra point up and good, and we are headed to overtime. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
So the Lions, now they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. First throw in overtime for Goff. It's complete to Williams. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Here's Goff. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Kenneth Grant coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Merlin!
From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. What a big-time interception that is here on the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, they're already knocking on the door with a short field. Remember, all they need is 3 points to win this game.
And that thinking just can't limit them on offense. The playbook should still be wide open. Get a first down, maybe 2. Do it safely. Nice throws that your quarterback can make. Nice runs that your running backs like. But make sure you get yourself in position and let your kicker have at it.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Open man is Waddle, complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Two to throw. Now he's going to step up and run.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on fourth down.
All right, come on. Solo left Zion.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get in overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it,
and he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Goss pass. Intercepted. The Dolphins take over first and 10.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Now Tua.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. And they're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
know your kicker. Get, as you've mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no run. It's the only kind of throw you make.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On third down, Achane.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Again, it's Achane.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and
Up the middle, Achane.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guy, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports.
Every eye in the stadium locked in on Riley Patterson.
This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.